Excuse me. My apologies. But in the Dwarf Fortress 2012, there's a special function now. You can cut stones. You can cut anything. You cut ore, and that has its ups and it has its downs. Now the multipliers, the value multipliers for stone is like 2. So to encrust something with stone, unless that is all you have, is kind of worthless. It's really not worth your time. I mean, you can use stone to instead create crafts, which could in turn be worth more. Like if you create a craft that is worth 20, and then you add a stone multiplier to it, now it's worth 40. But if you use that same stone, you could create a craft that is instead worth 100. And so if you opt to use the multiplier instead of the craft, you could be missing out on a lot of potential money, or at least created wealth. Created wealth brings in migrants, mind you, so if you want more people, you have to create more stuff and trade it and whatnot. But don't trade away all your wealth. You trade away all your wealth, migrants will stop coming. So you gotta be very careful, you gotta balance your trading. You notice I already got migrants twice this year. I got some in the summer, and I got some in the autumn, which is ridiculous. Like, that's huge. I got plenty of migrants this year. Why? Because if you look at my creative wealth, you see it's at 5,303. Upper left-hand corner, 5,303. We're ending year 1 with 20 population, and it's not even winter yet. It's late autumn. Well, I guess you guys can't see that because I blocked out, but it is late autumn right now. We have 5,303. And that is mostly in other objects, 2,905 in other objects. Other objects most likely being crafts at this point. Because we are manufacturing crafts from diorite. Because that's what we have, is diorite. Now, we should have some wood. I did chop it down? No, did not chop it down. Oh, wait, that's right. Because our woodcutter is also our military. So we need to assign someone else to be a woodcutter. So who doesn't have a job? Armorer. You won't have a job for a long time. So you can be carpentry, crossbow, woodcutting. Blacksmith, you can be crossbow and all that stuff. Because when the time comes, when we do get to blacksmithing, when we do get to the adamantine, the massive adamantine vein we found down there, when we get to that, I will need a good blacksmith. I'll need a good weaponsmith, an armor smith, make the highest quality adamantine. I may try and make stuff out of lower quality first, you know, bronze, copper, steel even, just to get the experience level up, because there are defensive multipliers. I don't know the numbers. Nobody really knows the numbers. There are defensive multipliers for quality on armor and offensive multipliers for quality of weapons. So the better quality, in short, the better quality of the armor or the weapon, the better it will perform in combat. Having it being encrusted and whatnot doesn't really matter. It does not make a difference. So we're going to start encrusting our finished goods with smoky quartz. Note that is C is to cut, E is encrust, E, and then G for finished goods, F for furniture, and A for ammo. We don't have any ammo, and I don't want to make our furniture pretty. I just want to make my crafts very expensive. We don't have any logs yet. Okay, so another question in chat. When trading gems and crafts, do you use bins to make it easier to haul? I do not. Especially this early in the game, we don't have that much wood. I instead opt to use just the straight up one craft at a time process. And that sounds a little crazy. Bins, you can hold a ton of crafts and then haul it all there in one go. But this is my reasoning behind it, for using one craft. Whenever I trade with elves, I don't want to actually trade away barrels. And even for anyone, I don't want to trade away barrels. There we go. Okay, so a caravan has arrived. But yeah, I want to keep my barrels, and I know you can still keep your barrels and not trade away anything. Or not, and you can keep your barrels and not trade away anything. Or you can trade away everything and not keep your barrel. You can empty the barrel and trade it and keep everything. Now, I may inform you can make stone bins. I have not seen that. Unless that is the coffers, I don't actually know. Okay, that's wood. Mason, so we have armor stand, block, throne, coffin, door, floodgate, hatch cover, grate, cabinet, coffin and coffer, sorry. Statue, slab, table, weapon rack, quern, and millstone. I'm not entirely sure what you guys are referring to for the stone bends. I've heard the same thing, that you can make stone bends, but I have never seen it for myself, personally. I need... Oh. Yeah. Okay, no, that's right. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're good. If you guys know how to make stone bends, let me know. I will gladly make stone bends, because I would prefer to have those. It would make it easier to trade with the dwarves and with the humans. I think I could trade stone bends with the dwarves, or with the elves even, so that would work out best for everyone. So if you guys actually know how, let me know. Like I said, this is a let's play, make it as educational as possible, and still try and keep it somewhat entertaining. For those of you just joining in, I noticed the viewer count jumped up quite a bit right there. For those of you just now joining in, we're on Terrifying. We're in a terrifying location. We've been dying a lot in our Dwarf Fortress Adventure mode, so now we're doing Dwarf Fortress Fortress mode. And hopefully we will die less, but eventually. We do want to die. Our goal is to die eventually. I know it sounds like a crazy goal, but it makes it entertaining. You know, when you build up this great empire and then it collapses, I mean, that makes it very entertaining to watch. So, we have merchants at our trade depot, so in order to trade with them, you have to have a broker. We already have our broker set up. He's a manager, he's the broker, he's the bookkeeper. Now, initially it'll say no trader needed. Press R, trader requested, and only the broker may trade. You don't have to do it that way. I prefer to do it that way. That way you have the best appraiser always working for you, probably the best negotiator. We're out of empty buckets. That's not good. We need wood very badly. But you always have the best guy doing the job for you. If it's a very urgent situation, you may want to avoid only having the broker. Like if they're about to leave and you still haven't been able to trade, but you have some free dwarves, just say anyone can trade. Someone will go to the trade depot and you can trade. You won't get the best deal, but you will be able to get some very necessary supplies if you're in a dire situation. Right now we're kind of in a dire situation. Sort of. It's a weird situation, I'll put it that way. We're out of wood, we're out of buckets, we're out of barrels. Winter is upon us. Yeah, again, cancels give water, need empty bucket. We don't have any empty buckets. Update stockpile records. Yeah, that is the problem with having your bookkeeper be also your broker and your manager, is he gets very busy. Our stone stockpile is definitely filling up there. I'm also not a big user of stockpiles. I just like keeping things at the workshops. In a way, it makes things easier. It can make things more difficult, but it can make it a little easier too. So, just the way I like to play the game, waiting for the broker to show up. When the broker shows up, then we can do some trading. Oh, no we can't, because I'm totally spacing on the most important part of trading. You need goods. So press G to move goods to and fro. Go ahead and move the large smoky quartz right away. And crafts. Now you see we have a lot of crafts. The double brackets means it is encrusted with something. It has been modified in some way. So look at this regular mudstone earring of a higher quality. Let's go ahead and view the good. It's worth 60. Basic value, 60 dwarf cash. A superior quality mudstone earring encrusted with trillion cut smoky quartz. If we were to look at a normal, just like this regular diorite earring or whatever, it's a diorite earring. You know, who cares? It's not encrusted with anything. So your highest value objects will come from these double brackets and any potential modifiers they have on it. They can have all the same things: pluses, minuses, little stars, big stars, and triple bars. All of that you can have as well as on a modifier on anything. and the value goes at the very highest is the big star, and the triple bar, small star. After that, it really doesn't matter. They do change in value, but at the very highest level, you want to deal with the big stars and the triple bars and the small stars. The big stars are masterpieces. The triple bars are the highest quality you can get without it being a masterpiece. You can have a masterpiece without them being legendary, but it's very rare. Otherwise, you want legendary crafters, and they will create masterpieces all the time. Same thing for legendary anything. They always create masterpieces, and that's always the highest value. Your dwarves love it. They want to look at it. They want to be around it. It is what you want to deal with. So, are you trading? Okay, he's trading at the depot. So, like I said, we're not doing any of the special. Oh crap. Okay, so yeah, right there. I just screwed up. I pressed R when I meant to press T. Finger in the wrong spot. So now we gotta wait for the broker to come back. What's he doing? He's updating stockpile records, so he's gonna do that again. Hopefully he'll go back to the trade depot and we'll try this again. But that's fine, actually. It gives our dwarves a little bit more time to move stuff to the stockpile, and you gotta be very cautious when moving things to the stockpile. Because when you do that, when you say a lot of things need to be moved to the stockpile, then your dwarves, even your broker, will drop everything and move stuff to whatever you told them to move it to. In this case, the trade depot. That means the broker won't trade until there's nothing left to carry. So you have to be very careful when you choose a lot of things to go into the trade depot or into a stockpile. Also, there's a way to get around it, specifically for your broker. You set a burrow, as you saw we did earlier with W. You set a burrow specifically to the trade depot, and then assign your broker to it, and tell him to trade. And he'll actually just trade right there. He won't do anything else. He'll just stay in that trade depot area, and he'll trade. It's kind of a last-ditched effort if he's not doing anything sort of deal. Or if he's not doing what you want. Like if he's eating and drinking and you want him to go trade. Okay, so the merchants will be leaving soon. He's gonna go drink. So, because I screwed it up, my fault. Anyone may trade now because I want someone, just anyone to trade because they have drink, they have seeds, they have goods I need. So someone, please trade. Anyone. Children can't do anything, by the way. Nobody's, the manager's sleeping. Trading? Okay, so we have someone there we can trade right before they leave. Beautiful. So we have all these figurines. Let's see how much our buying power is right now. What can we do? Okay, so we have 810 worth of buying power. Now, I would absolutely love to get nickel, silver, bronze, gold, all that. That'd be fantastic. Citrines. Actually, that's only 10. I can do that. I can get these cut stuff right here. Very cheap for 10. And then make it with, or like I can use them as modifiers. So we have glass. We're not going to worry about glass. We have wood. Oh my god, wood. Okay, so we're going to take all the wood immediately. Cheap, thank goodness. We don't need clay. We'll take the clay because it's cheap. Actually, we'll take the glass because it's cheap too. The green glass, not any of that special stuff. So new info on the special bins. We got confirmation, so thank you guys for looking that up for me. It turns out the bins are made at a metal forge. And so they're metal bins, not stone, and you make it's 3 bars per bin. So they're pretty expensive.